That's great.
All right. Thanks, guys, in general, for voting me. It means a lot right off the bat. The first time I'm actually up here to talk about today is my hero, most important person in my life. I guess second. Scarlett's up there now, too. Different kind of perspective. But started off, for those of you who don't know, when I was 3, my dad actually passed away. So pretty much my entire life was just me and my mom, which is the person I actually like to talk about. So my mom, when she was 17 years old, she was a junior in high school at the time. She actually got diagnosed with aplastic anemia, which is a pretty rare blood disease. So kind of weird to think back at it. When I was 17, I was spending most of my time running around, playing sports, stuff like that. She was spending most of her time in the hospital, getting tests done, trying to figure out what was wrong. The blood disease itself is actually, it affects the bone marrow, and what it does is it stops the production of red blood cells, which causes a deficiency in red, white blood cells as well as your platelets. So the way she kind of described it is her body's literally trying to kill itself. And then 5 years later, when she was actually pregnant with me, she got diagnosed with an even rarer blood disease called PNH. Kind of a few facts about it. 1 in every 1 million people acquire it. There's actually only 25,000 known cases at the moment, and when she got diagnosed, there were only 5,000. So it's the only acquired, not inherited anemic disease. And at that time, there were actually no known cases of PNH and pregnancy together. So doctors didn't really know how it was going to turn out. Pretty much the way this one affects you, there's 2 proteins missing, and what it is the red blood cells actually explode and die too soon. So she can't really generate enough blood cells to kind of survive. So the doctors pretty much told her the chances of both of us surviving was slim to none. But lo and behold, she fought through it. That's why I'm here today. So it's pretty awesome. Right off the bat, she had kind of a tough childhood. Really had to be an adult early. And the reason that I'm really kind of talking about her today, though, you guys heard my announcement on Monday. She actually recently got diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. She was on July 18th. She was diagnosed. It was a Wednesday. Was out with her in Joliet. I remember it pretty vividly. We were sitting there in the room waiting. She was actually the last person to get seen that day. So George was in the waiting room, last one in the waiting room, and I was actually sitting there back there with her. And the doctor came in and kind of started the small talk. Give us that, give that. And she knew there was a chance because they had actually found a lump. So she had a text message pre-written to all her family members, her close friends, and actually already pre-wrote it out, I'm cancer free. So she had the right attitude. She was expecting that it was going to come out well, and the doctor dropped the bomb, and that's not quite the way it was. So the toughest thing wasn't actually the news. It was watching her actually have to go back into that message and delete it. I could just kind of see it defeating in herself when she had to do that. But say within about 10 seconds of looking at it, she actually rewrote a new message in there. And this is where I actually kind of really embraced her as my hero. It's not really office appropriate, so I apologize ahead of time, but she wrote, "Fuck cancer." And she didn't mean it as in she was scared. She meant it as in, I'm gonna beat this. And she had done it before, over and over and over again, so I had no doubt in her mind. From there, the next week's kind of coming. She didn't send me, I'm worried, I'm scared. She sent me a game plan. She sent me what she'd need to do if it spread, if it didn't spread, the potentials. She said she didn't want to know her chances of survival because she knew she would. She said she'd fight and fight and fight because she had everything to live for. So, a month later, actually July 18th, about a month ago now, she actually had a double mastectomy. So, those of you who don't know, that's where you get both breasts removed. So, it was kind of tough to see her go through that because she's a 45-year-old woman. She's been that way her entire life and pretty detrimental. I couldn't imagine losing a part of my body that I had seen and dealt with and had to deal with forever, and then it was gone. So she's a tough cookie. She's a badass woman, and I love that about her. And the way I kind of relate this back to our business is with our attitude. When you see someone get knocked down over and over and over again, and never complain. Growing up, the way she kind of described her blood disease, she said it was that feeling where you're ready for bed and you know you're tired and you want to go to sleep is how she feels 24/7. She wakes up and she's going through her day, everything, but she never showed that. We didn't have much money, we didn't have much, but she always made sure I was happy, and she was very selfless about it. So, what I kind of learned from it is a good attitude is necessary in everything. In life, in business, if we want people to kind of follow us and believe in us, we need to have that attitude as well. She sees the positive in everything. She knows she's going to be stronger from it. She knows she's going to be better from it. And even though she wasn't dealt the best hand, she knows she's not going to lose. And she knows no matter what curveballs life throws at her, she's always going to kind of be there. So whether it's your first day out on your own, you went out, did 8, which is awesome, or it's your 100th day here, and you're focusing on training and interviewing and trying to build your team. If you want people to follow you, and if you want to build an organization, you need to have that attitude. You need to be impenetrable. You need to have that strength to have things not really faze you. It's a tough business, and I love that about it. Derek says it all the time. Not everyone can do this, and that makes us pretty awesome. So when you're out there, think about that. Go out there. It's a Saturday, so it's kind of fun out there. Weather's great. Talk to people and start moving forward and set your goals for the future. So out there, have fun, make money in that order. Afterwards, go get dialed up, and I will see you guys tonight. What time is it?
Showtime!